Hello, this is Bill Webb, aka Billy Indiana. Today I'm going to try out the Handheld Board Game Tag Challenge that my friend Dwayne from BlackBoardGaming channel put out for us. And I'm going to show you and talk about the 6 games I can hold in my hand. And so if you want to know more about these 6 games, stay tuned. No good board game list would be complete without at least one honorable mention. So here is mine. It's Conspiracy from the Abyss universe. Bruno Cathala made the original game Abyss, and if you've ever played that game with pearls and cards and you're trying to choose just the right combination of cards to create this pyramid and maximize your points, this is a shorter version of that you can play pretty quickly, and it comes in this nice small box. It's just a little thick to squeeze into my hand with those other games, so it didn't quite make the cut, but it is an excellent game. All right, now the ones that I did have in my hand, and I'll start with the newest one that I've received and just played today, and that is Smitten. This is a card game, an 18-card game by Jamie Stegmaier from Stonemaier Games. And this is a cooperative 2-player game where I played it solo. Haven't had a chance to play it with my wife yet. But you're trying to make this 3x3 9-card grid, 2 3x3 9-card grids actually, without and following the directions on the card without failing in a cooperative way when you play with a partner. When you play by yourself, you set out 2 hands and you kind of have to do that same thing, but you can get yourself into a corner following the rules on the cards, or you might just not have the right cards because they have to go out orthogonally adjacent to cards that are already in the picture. And in the end, it makes this nice picture, which is, I believe the art is by Vincent Dutrait. So great little game, very new, so I haven't even played it cooperatively yet, but liking Smitten so far. And it's very small, easily fits in my hand. Next up is Lord of the Rings Journey to Mordor. This one's by Ultra Pro Entertainment. And this one is pretty new to me as well, and in some ways it's very thematic, and in other ways it kind of breaks the theme, but it's a dice rolling game, and you are, as hobbits, trying to get the ring to Mordor before Sauron or the Nazgul catch you. And the tricky part that's not quite thematic is that you're kind of competing with the other hobbits to see who can get there first and not get stopped by the Nazgul or Sauron. But it's got some clever little dice rolling. It's really easy to learn, really easy to teach. And everyone we taught it to has really enjoyed it. Of course, they all have been Lord of the Rings fans, and they didn't seem to care that it sort of broke the theme in that respect. Like I said, it's a quick game, very fun, pretty thin box. It's almost as thick as Conspiracy, but it fit in my hand just a little bit better, and it's one that we've played a lot recently. Next up, another one of the 6 that I had in my hand is Fantasy Realms by Bruce Glasgow, and this is a WizKids game, and actually just recently picked up the Marvel Remix version of this, and heard in an interview that there's actually some more Fantasy Realms opportunities coming in the near future. So the remix version is nice. It's got a little twist where you've got both a villain and a hero deck. But in the original Fantasy Realms, you're trying to collect this hand of cards by playing a card and drawing a card every turn. And then when there are 10 cards in the discard area face up, then the game ends and you're trying to combine cards in your hand that maximize the points. So you might have one card that says it's worth 30 points if it's paired with another card of a certain type or a certain name. And so if you've played Red Rising, a Stonemaier game, it's a similar kind of theme. In fact, Red Rising, I think, was based in terms mechanically on this Fantasy Realms or the Marvel Remix game. Very fun game, played it quite a bit. Played Marvel Remix at the World Series of Board Gaming just a few weeks ago. Be putting together a video hopefully later today to talk a little bit about my experiences there. So another great one. The next one is one of the oldest in our collection, and it's Silver and Gold, nice and skinny, Phil Walker Harding game. And this one is really fun by Pandasaurus Games in the sense that it's very easy to teach to people, and it's got the Tetris polyomino shape kind of arrangement. So most people understand Tetris. And this one, you've got these Tetris shapes. You flip over a card, it shows you what shape you have to fill in. And everybody has these little island cards, and you have to fill in that shape on one of your islands. And when you complete an island, then you get those points, you get to draw another one, and you're trying to complete as many as you can in a certain number of rounds. But if your shape happens to cover up a palm tree or a coin or something, then you actually get some bonuses. Super easy to learn, pretty quick to play. It's got these nice little whiteboard style cards, and you use dry erase markers on them. So very nice little game, Silver and Gold. Next up is Infinity Gauntlet, a love letter game, the Marvel version of the love letter game, and it does a little nice twist. And I have a couple other love letters. I'll just show those quickly here. So here's one of the original ones. I think that actually this is Legend of the Five Rings version. I think the original one's in here in this box. Also have the Hobbit version. This is maybe my favorite. I didn't have those in my hand, but they are just different versions of love letter. The Marvel one takes it a step further, where one person plays as Thanos and the others are playing as the Marvel heroes. And so it is a one versus many kind of take on that love letter gameplay, but it's similar in the way that you play the cards and the types of functions that each card has. And so we really like Infinity Gauntlet, a love letter game. And then the last one I have in my hand is probably my favorite, and that is Jaraku. This one is by Taste Your Minstrel Games. And it's a little bit harder to find unless you search around a little bit. I mean, it's not terribly difficult to find, but it's a little bit harder. I just had a friend that lives down in Camarillo. He ordered the deluxe version. I think he had to get it shipped in from Taiwan, but looking forward to meeting him actually for a game day in a couple weeks and hoping to get that one to the table. But Jaraku is just an interesting trick-taking, area control, area majority kind of a game where you're maximizing your points by occupying different areas in this map leading to Kyoto at different stages of the game. And so you're kind of marching towards Kyoto, and as the game goes along, at the beginning it's all the way farthest from Kyoto where you get the most points, and then as the game goes along you're getting the most points closer and closer to Kyoto. So you're moving your troops around and you're trying to win certain tricks and lose certain tricks to maximize your ability to either place your own army figures down or take off another person's army representative. So it's just a really interesting game. It comes in this nice small box. Like I said, I am excited to try that deluxe version, but those are the 6 games. Let's see, can I get them back in my hand again? That's the tricky part. So we got Fantasy Realms, Lord of the Rings, Journey to Mordor. We've got Smitten, Silver and Gold. So there they are, all 6. All right. So hopefully you enjoyed learning about those 6 games that I can squeeze into my hand, along with a couple other kind of versions of some of these. If you did enjoy it, I'd love it if you leave a comment down below and tell me which of these games is your favorite, or if you were making your own handheld board game tag video, what would you include? I'd love to read about that in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. This is Billy Indiana, signing off.